Hey there, and welcome back to another episode of One by One. Today's goal is bringing back a classic from BerlinCraft. Not so much a classic, but something I built there, which I thought might have a fun twist in the little 1X. And we're going to be making not the Rowdy Cow Cave, the Rowdy Cow Crater. So it's going to be a pretty big crater, and I wanted to actually open up to the surface a little bit. Just right now, what I'm doing is prepping a little bit of grass for the area. I'm going to place down a little bit of grass, and then we're going to use the silk touch pick that I have to actually bring some grass down here so we don't have to wait so long. And then we're going to let them out, and I'm going to do a little bit of work with this stone, cobblestone, and all this other stuff that I have to make a little crater shape above, like they sort of just fell into a crater and now they're living in a crater. So how does that sound? Let me finish up this grass or this dirt, and then I will be back with you in a second. Okay, so now we have to get rid of this little area around them, so let's try and just get a sort of rough shape going on here, and try our best not to get out of the 1X, so let's try and get right around here, and get a whole bunch going in just like this, just a really random shape, and let's try and open it up to the world a little bit. That cow, or yeah, that sheep's going to fall in, but that's okay. Let's come over here and dirty up this little part a little bit. It's a bit too much for me. Maybe it'll end up turning into a little ravine instead. Maybe that's what it'll be. Okay, so how's that? That's looking pretty good to me. It's a little bit random, but that's what I was going for. I think maybe we'll place some some glass above on that layer there, so mobs can't actually fall in, because I don't want some spiders falling in here and wandering around and trying to kill me. Let's get this little area right here in the middle to actually be dirt. This is going to be a little bit of a challenge since I have the limited reach now. Okay, so go around this way, grab a little bit more dirt. One, two, fill, fill. One, two, fill, fill. And then around here, we should be able to get the rest. Okay, one, two, and then this last one, three. Okay, so now we can use our gravel, cobblestone, and our normal stone to sort of start giving a little bit of a stony finish to the outside ring. So I'm going to do this little small ring here on the bottom of stone, and then I will be back with you in a second. Stone layer's on, next I'm thinking about a little bit of cobblestone, but right underneath these little things that overhang a little bit, let's just throw some cobblestone on them, since I think that'll make it look a little bit better and give it a little bit more depth. So way over here as well, there's a few of them. These cows are just getting in my way, please run away, thank you. Get rid of these ones. Let's place one right up on the top of that half slab, and way over here we'll finish in these two. Let's try not to get out of it. Okay, one, two, and one there. Then let me do a little bit of cobblestone. So I'm thinking right around here at the second layer, we're going to try our best to get a little bit of cobblestone in there, but we're also going to mix in gravel when we can. So right around here, let's put another piece of gravel. Then these two little pieces here and here, let's put some cobblestone in those. And then let's come over here to see a little bit of what we just did. Okay, so we need to reach inside there, which isn't that bad. We just need to go from beneath, but that's starting to look pretty good. That's starting to look pretty good. So right around here is where we want to try and get our stuff. So let's place some cobblestone there and some gravel right behind it, and then some normal stone. We'll place these back with the dirt. Oh, darn it, I couldn't break that cobblestone right. Hmm. Okay, let's... Hup. Oh, we didn't take damage. That was a close one. That was a close one. We could have taken damage there. We could have lost some lives, but we didn't. The Minecraft gods are smiling on us right now. Okay, so let's come back over here. Look at it this side. That's pretty good. I'm thinking maybe a little bit of vines. Vines are going to be a little bit harder to come across, but I'm thinking some vines. So let me finish up this last little layer, and then I'll be back with you in a second. Alright, so the stone is pretty much done. If you're wondering how I got that very top layer, I pretty much just came right here and dug straight up and then just placed them down, so don't worry. So now I want to go up and get some vines, and that's going to be pretty hard, so let's try and dig over here. We don't even have shears on us, but we're going to try anyway. Let's dig over here. Let's grab a little bit of half slabs and sort of see if we can start going up. That would be more appreciated. So let's see. Doot doo. And we're almost doing well. So let's see. Okay, there. And then boop boop. And I'm not seeing any. Vines, there we go, right there. Okay, so let me go get some shears and I will be right back. Okay, and now for a little bit of vines, I'm thinking maybe one right there, and it's going to be a darker green because we're in the swamp, but that's okay, maybe one there as well. I'm not trying to get too much green, I just want a little bit of green, so maybe one there, and maybe one on this side as well, right there. And that'll be it. Someone suggested if I wanted to get the cows back to the base, just grow a baby cow, make him follow me, bring him back to the base. If he grows up while he's following me, he'll suffocate, or we just make a little safe zone and then continue on, breed, and do it again. But I think I'm a bit happier with the Rowdy Cow Crater instead of bringing him back to the base. It gave me another thing to do, and I think it looks pretty cool. This is the first real time I've really tried to make a crater looking thing, and it doesn't really have a bottom, but I still think it looks pretty good. I can give you guys a view of it a little bit better over here. I just need to F5 and get a good little angle right around uh oh, so close. There. So if you look at that, you can see it from the top. It looks okay from the top. I think it looks a little bit better from the bottom instead, just because you're not really seeing that huge flat top. If anything, it just makes it look like it's going out a little bit more, but I like that. It sort of makes it look like it caved in a little bit. But that's not all we're going to do today. So we have the Rowdy Cow Crater, but the area around the Rowdy Cow Crater is pretty barren, right? So we're going to spruce up the Rowdy Cow Crater's area as well. So we have a little bit of bones, just to place a little bit of bone meal in the actual crater. Get rid of a little bit. I don't want too much in there. I think that should be enough just to make it look a little nice. And then we're going to work on the walls a little bit. I don't want it to just be dirt and stuff. So let me go get a little bit more materials and we'll be back in a second. So just very quickly, I opened up this little area that's going to lead into the Rowdy Cow Cave, and I came over here and just dug away a little bit, hoping to reach a source of water, which we did. So we get a pretty much free little pond here down at the Rowdy Cow Cave, or the Rowdy Cow. I continue to call it the Rowdy Cow Cave because that's what I always think of first. It's the Rowdy Cow Crater now. Come on, get it together. Jeez. Okay, but I want to sort of come here and we're going to just randomly get rid of a few and we're going to place down some coarse dirt to add a little bit of variation and then hopefully, actually hold on, let's just come over here instead, grab a couple of these with the pickaxe because that's what I want in the first place and I don't want to wait for it to grow. So let's just grab a couple of these and then we'll place them down and do what I want to do. So here we go, and grab these and then come back over here, place down these and then turn them into the path blocks. So hopefully sooner or later we get a pretty nice path that leads to the Rowdy Cow Cave, and I don't really want to break that one. Actually no, I do want to break this one, and I will place this here. Let's break a couple more random ones, just like there, and why not those two? Let's fill those in with some coarse dirt, and then turn these into the path that leads to the Rowdy Cow Cave. So like, or the Rowdy Cow Crater, geez, I did it again. So now we have a little bit of a nice path, and we have a nice water feature. Now there's just a little bit more we need to do with this roof, since I'm just not liking this roof. It's dirt, it's ugly, it's gross. So I pretty much forgot we had mossy stone from the actual spawner, so I just came over here and added a little bit into the crater, and again, I think it makes it look a little bit better, a little bit more color, a little bit less gray, but now I want to come over here and actually do a little bit to this one. I want to make this look a little bit prettier as well, just throw in some random blocks here and there, making it look a little bit better, and that just... Oh no, that didn't just spill over the side. Fantastic. So now I don't have to worry about that. I don't actually have that many materials since I put it back in the chest mostly, but we can make do with what we have, and if I really want to, I'll just walk back to the base real quick. So there we go, and place maybe a normal cobblestone way up here along this edge, maybe some diorite there and there. How's that looking? Yeah, I think we're definitely going to need to go back to the base and actually grab materials. So, you know what? I'll see you back in a second. Okay, so I did another little change to the Rowdy Cow Cave. I found some andesite and I wanted to add that into the top a little bit, so that's what I did. Just added it a little bit into the top to make the top look a little bit more cracked. And oop, I left a couple of those there. And near the bottom, I added just one or two, so it's not too overbearing. Just mainly more near the top, so it looks a little bit more cracked. But let's come over here, since now we have a little bit more materials to actually do some stuff. And let's grab a little bit of stone as well. So for right, maybe here, Let's add just some normal stone. Let's get rid of this diorite since I don't like that there. Let's add just some normal stone right here. And just across here, let's add andesite. And do we have... We do not. I was going to say, do we have any half slabs? Maybe we can go and get some. Move cow. Thank you, little cow, for moving out of my little pathway. Maybe we can just go and grab this little piece of wood here, this little piece, and hopefully be able to get ourselves a crafting bench. This doesn't look like it's going to be possible, though. Let's go like this. Get rid of these top little areas. Add a little bit of a roof again so we don't stand up. Get our little piece of wood, crafting table. Now let's make up some cobblestone slabs since I want to place that on the water as well. So let's, for right now, just place the crafting table right there. Make a couple little slabs, maybe right here. And here, let's add some slabs. That dirt block right there, why not have a little bit of stone going there if I could reach it? There we go. And do we want to add a little bit of stuff around the edge here? Maybe a little bit of a broken cobblestone there. Um, Maybe a little bit of leaves somewhere, maybe over here next to the left side of it. So maybe over here. We'll get rid of the crafting table. Let's pick it up real quick. And maybe we'll just place a little bit of leaves just like right here-ish. Not too much, actually. Let's get rid of these. Dig in a little bit so it actually looks a little bit better, and maybe right there as well. And we'll slowly just sort of snake some leaves in here. There we go. So let's see how that looks on the other side. I don't want to go through that side anymore. The water scares me. I can do it, but the water scares me. Okay, yeah, that's definitely looking a lot better. But I think that's going to do it for today's episode, and that's going to do it for the Rowdy Cow Crater. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of 1x1, and I hope to see you in the next one. Remember, from my fancy legs, stay fancy, and peace out. Bye-bye.